it's Patty. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to make this really cute snowman card. It says "Let It Snow." And these are actually felt pieces. There's some enamel dots that you can use for the coal for his body, the buttons. And I have embossed the one layer with this winter knit embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. And then I have some sparkle there. So there's all kinds of things. So I just wanted to show you this suite. It's called in the new catalog. This is the 2019 holiday catalog. And inside here on page 18 and 19, you can see all the things. So there's the snowman set with a coordinating punch. Where's my snowman set? Oh, I have it over here. Right here. And I have the coordinating punch, and there's this great embossing folder. There's papers. I'm not using them today. My last video I did the mini curvy keepsake boxes, so you can look at my last video to see that. But I am going to use this little embellishment kit. It's really cute. I love it. You get a little box, and inside the box you get this sparkle tape. And then you get 4 sheets of these felt pieces, and you can they're hats and mittens and a scarf. So you get the Flirty Flamingo, Coastal Cabana, Real Red, and I think this might be Shaded Spruce. And then you get these are stickers. Well, they're not really stickers, they're dots. There's some dimension to it. They're not flat. So you have your coal for your eyes and your buttons, your noses, your arms, and then you get these little snowballs. So it's a really cute set. I'm not using all of the pieces, but I am using the sparkle tape and the felt pieces. So let's get started. Let me put all this stuff aside. And this is the card. I have it opening this way. Usually you'd be a top folding, but I kind of like the way these cards stand, so I made it horizontal, but it opens on the side instead of up. And I have all my pieces cut. It's Flirty Flamingo and Coastal Cabana, and the first thing we're going to do is emboss this. So let me put these aside, and then I'll tell you, step by step how I made it. So let me get my embossing machine out. I'm using the Big Shot, and there's a new embossing plate. It's blue, and it works really well with these 3D embossing folders. So if you have a 3D embossing folder, you really should get one of these plates to use with it. You could probably use your glass plates and shims just to get the right, but you don't want to break your folder. So this is the winter knit embossing folder. And what I did was I tried to, there's kind of like these poinsettia kind of designs, or I'm not sure, stars, whatever they are, on the top and bottom, and then there's the middle. So I kind of laid this, and I used this line here, and tried to get it centered. I mean, you can go more up here and get the top to get these. I hope you could see them. But I tried to get a little bit of each. A top row and a bottom row, and then that design in the middle. But again, however you want to do it. And I'm just going to put it up against a line. I'm not going to use my thin die adapter. I'm just going to use the plain plate, or the plain platform. And then I'm going to put the blue plate on top, and I'll run it through. Now you can also spritz this with water to get a deeper impression. I didn't do that. I think it's fine without it, but I know it does give you a deeper impression. So if you want that, you could just spritz it with water and run it through a little bit wet, and then it'll dry quickly. So here's my piece. And then the deboss side, you can use either side that you want. I think that's pretty. And I love the Coastal Cabana for a sweater. I think it's really neat. Then I did my snowman. And now I actually stamped the snowman on this, and then I stamped him again and punched him out. So I have kind of 2 layers. So he's popped up, but I wanted to get his arms down at the bottom layer. And I'll show you what I'm talking about as we go. may not make sense, right? So let me get my stamp inked up. He's really cute. He's very happy. And I put him toward the bottom because I wanted to make sure I could fit his head in, or his hat in. Isn't he cute? And then let me stamp another one that we're going to punch out. Let me get a piece of scrap. I thought I had that. Okay. And I'm going to do it down here so I don't get all the other pieces, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here he is. I'm looking around for him. So when I punch him out, there's arms and a hat and all kinds of stuff that I really don't want from this. And actually, while we're here, let's do the Let It Snow sentiment so we can get all of our stamping done. And we may as well do the inside as well. Okay, and I'm just using the black Memento ink. All right, so on the inside, I have hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. So I'm going to do that same exact thing, and I'll do it on my inside layer. This way we'll be done with that stamping. I still have to do the snowflakes. We can do that again later. So this is my inside. And we'll just stamp it like that. Okay, let's put this away. And actually, let me do his little arms. And I did those in the early espresso. So this is going to, the punched out snowman is going to be popped up, but the arms are going to be down flat. So you get two of these. You only really need one, I think. And I'm going to have his arms going up in the air so that they're not covered by the scarf. Because the scarf is pretty bulky. Okay, now let's color his nose over here. And I'm using the dark pumpkin pie. And I'm going to do it on this one because this is the one we're going to see. This will all make sense and come together, I promise. So let's get our punch. So see, there's arms and a hat and a nose. I don't want all those pieces. So I tried to get it just down here. So I am going to punch some of them, but I didn't want to punch a whole big sheet of paper. So there we go. Done with that. So now he can go over him. And we're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. And I'm using some of my old dimensionals that I've kind of gone through. This is the larger ones, and I'm just going to cut up some pieces. I like to use all of the pieces. I don't like to waste them. And I have to open a new pack. So I figured I would just use, somebody told me these are called the bones for this. So you can cut them any size you want. I think that's going to show through a little bit. Let me pull this up and just move it a little bit. There we go. Let me take the backing off of these. So we're just going to kind of build our snowman. It'll all come together. Lay him right over. So he's popped up a little bit. And then let me just tell you, the squares I used were the layering squares. So let me get them out. So there's layering squares, and you get quite a few of them. You get the plain, and then you get the scalloped. So I use the scalloped, and I use the second largest for my Flirty Flamingo, the third largest for this white, and then I use the I think the fourth smallest for the Let It Snow. I'll have that all on my blog though, pspapercrafts.com, if you want to go there and see it. So we can lay him down, but I think I'm going to put the scarf and everything on first. So let me go in my little box of goodies, and I'm going to get some of these pieces of coal for his buttons. And let's get this tool to just take him off. You could do his mouth and everything, but I think it might be too much with the scarf. And I don't even know if you need the top button. I'll put it on, but it kind of got covered by the scarf. But aren't they cute? And they just peel and stick, and they're shiny, and there's a little depth to them, so they're not just flat. I don't know if you could see them. They're really cute. Okay, so let's get that. And then let's get a hat and some mittens. So maybe I'll do the pink hat. And we'll do the Coastal Cabana scarf and mittens just to change it up a little bit. So these just come out, pop right out. And then I use dimensionals on them. So, and I use them, so I put a dimensional up top so it's sitting here, but it's not stuck right at the rim. So let me get my dimensionals out again. Did I cut these? No. I'm not sure what sizes I need, so. And you can really cut these as small as you want. Actually, I think I'll use the smaller ones on this. So see, I don't want the rim to be covered because the rim is going to sit up. Come on. So see, it's sitting flat on because the snowman is popped up and the hat is popped up. And let's get some on these. Make sure I have the right side. So again, I'm not going to do it around his neck. I'm just going to use this part. Around the neck will just sit. And actually, I think I put some glue on the neck part. So I think I'll do that again. Yeah, let me get my liquid glue. Just put some a little around the part that goes on the neck. Just a little bit to make sure it doesn't pop up. Okay, and we'll peel these off. I just got back from the Carolinas. I was up in by Boone in North Carolina, very far west, to escape Dorian. I live in Florida, and the hurricane was supposed to come very close to us. I'm in the very northeast, and we thought we were going to get hit for sure. So we went up to my sister's farm in North Carolina, and we had a great time. She has goats, and she makes cheese and sells it at the farmer's market. She has ducks. We gathered their eggs. We milked the goats. We made the cheese. She has pigs and Great Pyrenees dogs, which are absolutely beautiful. And they are guard dogs for all of her animals. So we had a really great time. My mom and I went, and it was really peaceful up there. Even though there was roosters crowing in the morning, we didn't have the storm, and then the storm kind of passed us anyway. So I'm a little behind on things because I wasn't expecting to go away for a long weekend like that, or a week actually. So isn't he cute? So let's put this all together. I'm just going to glue this piece. Now I didn't pop up these because there's so much popped up on the card itself with these pieces. So this is pretty flat. And let me put this aside. I did pop up to let it snow though. So let's put this, oh, we've got to put the glimmery tape on. So let me get that. What I did was I just went right across that piece. I don't know if it's exactly in the middle, but it was a good guide for me. So I'm just going to go right across. And I'm going to cut it and wrap it. So cut a little bit of it and wrap it around. So I hope you could see that. It's very sparkly. It's pretty. And then we can put this on with a little bit of glue. And I liked it at a diagonal or a diamond here. Put that down, and then I did pop this up with dimensionals. Got to use up every last bit of the dimensionals. Okay, we're just about done. Got to stamp our little snowflakes on the inside and put this on the card base, and we should be all set. But I love these colors for snow and for a knitted sweater, and you know, this whole thing, part of the card. The color combo is pretty. I love it when Stampin' Up, you know, comes out with a color combo in the suites that forces you into something that you might not have done yourself. So this is Coastal Cabana on top of Coastal Cabana. But since it's embossed, it kind of jumps out at you. And now let's get our stamping done. I'm using Coastal Cabana for the snowflakes, so if you'll see in here, I just put some snowflakes. And I was wondering if I should stamp off on it to make them a little bit lighter. Let's see how that looks. So let me get a scrap. And let me see. Yeah, I think I'll do this one as a stamp off. So that just gives me a lighter look. I think for the snowflakes, that's nice. Just try things and see what you like better. You can't hurt it, it's just paper. Paper and ink. Okay, I think that looks nice. Which one do you like better? The dark or the light? I think I like the light. It's always a good way to get more out of your stamp pad is to stamp off, and then you get different shades of the same color, and it looks like you're using a couple of different colors. So let's put this on the inside. And I think we're done with this card. Just very sparingly. We've got a mess here with all these little backings from the dimensionals. All right, 2 cards. One with the pink hat, one with the Coastal Cabana hat. All right, thanks for joining me. Come back and see another video. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.